November 24, 1971, from Northwest Orient Airlines, took from Portland to Seattle. It was a short flight, just 30 minutes. There were only 36 passengers and 6 crew members on board. One of them, however, was a kidnapper, a man named D.B. Cooper. He looked like a normal entrepreneur, wearing a suit, a white shirt, and black pants. He sat in the back in the 18E seat. Soon after the plane took off, he commented on the air hostess, Florence Shafnerova. At first, she thought she was flirting and ignoring the note, but Cooper told her to read her. The note said,
"Miss, I have a bomb in my briefcase. I want you to sit beside me."
Schaffner was sitting beside him. Cooper opened a briefcase and showed her what looked like a bomb, wires, red bars, and batteries. He demanded his requirements: $200,000 in cash, 2 parachutes for his back, 2 on the front, and a fuel car, ready when they landed. He warned her not to do anything stupid or throw an airplane into the air. Schaffner went to the cockpit and showed the pilots with a note. They contacted air traffic control. Soon, the president of the airline, Donald Nyrob, decided to give Cooper what he wanted. The money was collected from the Seattle bank. It was special money. All serial numbers were recorded. Meanwhile, the pilots continued to circulate Seattle for hours and pretended to be technical problems for buying time. Finally, at 1746, the plane landed in Seattle. Money and parachutes were delivered. Cooper allowed all passengers and some crew to leave, keeping only one hostess, Tainu Mucklow, with him. The plane was complimented and took off again. This time, Cooper gave strict instructions: fly towards Mexico City, stay low at 10,000 feet, tilt wings at 15 degrees, and fly as slow as possible. After some time, Cooper asked Tina to go to the cockpit and lock the door. He then opened the back stairs, Boeing 727, and jumped into the night with money. The pilots noticed that the plane was shaking around 2013. When they landed later in Reno, the FBI searched the plane. The only thing they found was Cooper's tie, a tie clip, and some cigarette butts. Cooper and money were gone. The FBI started a massive investigation. It took 45 years and was officially closed in 2016. No one knows what happened to Cooper. 2 interesting things excelled in this kidnapping. First, no one was injured. And secondly, no one on the plane even knew it occurred when it happened. Most of the credit goes to Tina Mucklow for keeping everything in peace. There is also a small secret about the name. Cooper's real name was Dan Cooper, but the reporter mistakenly called him D.B. Cooper, and the name stuck. The Cooper survived a jump. At first, the FBI thought no. Jumping at night, in the rain, cold weather, through forests full of lakes and bears carrying hard money, it seemed impossible. Later, however, other kidnappers who copied the Cooper method survived similar jumps, allowing Cooper to survive as well. The search was massive. They looked through the woods, lakes, and rivers, but found nothing. In 1979, 8 years later, an 8-year-old boy found about $5,000, $800 worth $20, near the Columbia River. Serial figures corresponded to the money raised by Cooper. But the rest of $200,000 was still missing. Experts believed that Cooper could land near the wash house, much further from where they originally thought. The FBI also tried to find out who Cooper was. Of the small particles found on his tie, they guessed that he could work in aviation or chemicals, perhaps for Boeing. Several suspects came. One of them was Richard McCoy, a Vietnamese veteran who kidnapped the plane for 5 months after Cooper. He used the same method: Boeing 727, parachutes, ransom. McCoy was caught and imprisoned, but the FBI later excluded him because he had an alibi during Cooper's kidnapping. Another suspect was Robert Rackstraw, a man with military facilities and a criminal record. Some people believed he was Cooper, but no firm evidence was found again. Rackstraw died in 2019. Even today, the case of D.B. Cooper remains one of the greatest American secrets. No one knows if he lived or died, or where the money went. Did Cooper survive a jump? If so, where did he hide for the years? Was he a trained professional, or was he just very lucky? And if he died, why did most of the money never find Let us know what you think of this secret. This is Uncovered Crisis, where the world's greatest secrets are revealed.